That's a little loud. That's a little loud. There we go. That's better. And here we enter the next run, in which we, just to make sure everything's still white hat, remember, you can compare this to the last video. We're going to enter the dark night of our soul. That is when a priest has a particularly difficult or trying moment. That's not Dark Was the Night, but that's what we're going to do. You always play as Isaac in the challenges. And you don't have, you can unlock a special item right here, where that spacebar is, called the D6, which refreshes everything on any pedestal in the room. It furthers it in the pool. So, we have Curse of Darkness on every floor until we beat Mom. It's not that bad, we just can't see the map, that's it. We're on the basement, not the cellar. Now this room looks intimidating, right? 1, we still have these, so this is good. 2, these guys do not like to move until you pop open one of those poops. And now here they come. Just do this one at a time. Slowly, but don't call me surely. Isaac possesses just enough power to manifestly tear them limb from limb. Isaac's actually pretty decently strong. The only one substantially stronger than Isaac is Judas, who is ridiculously powerful. Instead of just normal powerful, Judas is overbearingly powerful. Big part of this game, much like Rogue Legacy, was being safe. Guess what we want to do? Be safe. We've got the Spelunker hat. The Spelunker hat is actually kind of useful in this run. The Spelunker hat will make the sound happen whenever you enter a room, and it will also show up when you're entering a room with the secret room or top secret room. It won't show up on the map because we can't see it, but it'll be useful so I know it's in that room. There we go. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be really extra. I'm actually gonna map out these floors, just to show you, hey, if you have trouble with this challenge, this is how you do it. So screw it, why not? Now, again, this is entirely extra. I don't recommend you do this. It's also giving me an idea of where all the secret rooms are. And that indicates the top secret room, so you know that's right there. Got my own little shorthand here. B means boss. T means treasure. S means shop. So this is definitely that room. And down here, pretty likely to be the secret room. Let's go ahead and fight the boss for now. How about monster or pimp? Duke of Flies is pretty simple. He summons a lot of flies, but as long as you keep the DPS up on him and don't let him summon too many. Just remember that flies are much more dangerous than he is. Particularly these big red flies. They have a teensy bit more health and are a little bit more aggressive. And a lot of bosses typically have ability to destroy their minions. The Duke of Flies does not have any attacks that destroy his minions. That's up to you. As you can see, that big red fly is much more aggressive there. I'm very much a kill the ads sort of person when I play games with bosses like this. So does it take me a little bit long? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, I think it's worth it. Just, it's all about being safety and preserving yourself. I'll have to kill the flies anyway, honestly. Now those, I believe they're called pooters. Or something of that sort. I should look that up next time I play the credits. Okay, and we've got stem cells, which is shot speed, which is the worst stat in the game. You don't really want shot speed. It kind of reduces your tears at the end of the day. They fixed it in Rebirth. but it'll give us HP and plus shot speed. I'm willing to go into the secret room. Hopefully an item in here. No, just gold. Just some coins. A bomb was worth it for that, so... Z for secret. Look at that, we're already down there. And hopefully we'll be able to do a devil room for the next run. Next floor. Nothing else to see here. I don't want to go into the shop. I want to save that just in case I get the treasure room. Let's start again. I like to go left, so we're going left. So, before I do anything, another X. Again, these guys won't move around, but their disembodied brethren will. And we're still in the basement, not the dangerous cellar, so I'm not super worried here. You notice these guys get kind of smart to you, and will start popping around the other end. Don't want to get too crazy here. I do want to give myself room to avoid these abject blood tears. They can still be dangerous. There's the beam we get that for destroying enough poop. You unlock the beam. It's nice that almost every item in this game having fairly little items compared to the monster that is Rebirth and its DLCs. A lot of them can still have use. The beam is, in my opinion, probably the worst item in the game. But I still can find use for it. We took damage there, that's really bad. Might not get that now, but I had to pause, unfortunately. Still, if I beat the boss without taking a hit, we can still get it. This right here is the Pinky Eye. What the Pinky Eye does is it gives you 10% chance to shoot a poison tier. Let's clean the rest of the house. I already took damage, so it's not... There's that 10% activating almost immediately. Those enemies, they're called trites, I believe, and they're annoying. They slip and slide around, and you predominantly find them in the cellar. Already taking damage. Mega Troll Bomb, don't want to see that. I do want my treasure room now. I have since stopped mapping because I don't really need it anymore. If I were to, in the unlikely event to... It's annoying. I'm gonna say in the unlikely event that I get a good devil deal and go down, but instead I'm just gonna go down. With the additional poison damage, I should be able to handle Monstro, and I'm pretty sure it's just Larry and then that's it. I think it's just Larry and Monstro on the first floors for the boss challenge rooms, which is pretty easy. Follow his shadow. The poison especially is going to wear him down. Pageant board just gives you 7 random coins. Larry, we haven't fought Larry as a boss yet. Larry just, he's not really into killing you. Larry just kind of wants to run around and eat poop and reproduce. That's what you want to do. You just want to isolate one Larry at a time. Like so. Namely, I'm trying to hit the head. I don't think there's another round after this. Excellent. We get the Crystal Skull, which is... If you ever go to half a red heart, it will teleport you out of the room. That's really bad. Let's find our treasure room. These guys are just... I don't know what they're called, but they're the remnants of an enemy called Blast Assist, which is a boss. That's why you'll notice that they have a health bar there. I think one day I wanted to see if they damaged me, so I tried to get hit by them, and they do indeed hit you. Lard. Okay, Lard is 2 HP containers up, but lowers your speed. You gotta take it. We are slower now. Pretty sure this is gonna be it right here. 99 bombs. That's Pyro. I think it qualifies as a special item, in fact. I don't think I've discussed special items, but special items are, once you've gotten one special item, it's more difficult to obtain more. This is a lot like Pinky, but I like Pinky a little bit more. The push pin gives you, I believe, 10% chance to fire a piercing tier. So we're going to take the ladder for sure. Definitely taking the soul heart. And we'll take the key too. We've got a lot of bombs now, so we're going to be using bombs constantly. Here's Famine. Famine is one of the horsemen, actually. So he's going to give me guaranteed I'm going to get a cube of meat from him. There's a way to almost guarantee to get Famine. Trying to use the bombs to my advantage now. You'll notice that you can push tiers into enemies. Since I took no red heart damage on this boss fight, there's a chance that I'll get a devil room, but it's unlikely. I didn't expect it. Now I have a soul heart to kind of give me an opportunity to have that. Really want to run into devil deer rooms now, though, since I have so much red hearts. Nothing else on this floor to investigate, so let's go. Okay. Still on Curse of Darkness, we're gonna go up. It's most likely right here, but it could be right there. I'm willing to wager it's right there. I'm wrong. We'll go in here for sure. Maybe we'll fight green. That right there is Bum Friend, which is not particularly useful. The moon will teleport us to the secret room. We can use that for another floor. Got that one before we started. And I usually don't like going to the right, but I'm going to go to the right now. Looking for Mr. Right Now. I want to start talking like a wine mom. I feel that's a good fit for me. Bombs are of no consequence anymore, so I just want coins. Honestly, since I have so many bombs, I probably don't need to map out the rooms anymore. These guys are blind. They cannot see me. They're like chargers, which we saw in the fight with that fistula. The fistulae, I guess. Yeah, these guys can't see. They just kind of meander around, feeling their way through everything. And you'll get a lot of times in this game, that I recall at least, that you'll literally run into the same room multiple times. A lot of times right next to each other. It's just the game doesn't have quite the diversity that other games have. You also notice I unlocked the Book of Revelations. That's the way you can kind of guarantee that you unlock full meat boys. I need the HP, so we're going to take Isaac's Fork. Although the poison does serve me well. Lemon Mishap, one of your least favorite items. It's an activated item that just leaves a big old pile of pee, which actually functions like creep. Remember, we can create a little avalanche for ourselves. Since I'm slow, the HP vampire... We actually didn't need to use those. I didn't even think about it. Doesn't matter. None of this matters. And we'll keep Pinky Eye. It's funnier to say anyway. But yes, due to the overwhelming volume of bombs that I have from Pyro, I'm not going to map anything out anymore. This could be a little bit of an iffy room. Could have justified firing a bomb away. One nice thing about those wonderful, wonderful meat cubes is that they block shots. I can also go up and use the offensively. These enemies, which I call gishes, that's probably not correct. That was a really annoying amount of damage. Usually you can stay kind of safe by staying around them, but unfortunately I just kind of bumped around them the wrong way. I didn't hear a thing telling me, hey, you can use this in here. I'm guessing there's not, but still. So, Fistula is completely immune to Lemon Mishap. Really crappy boss for my loadout. We'll get something one of these days. Yeah, low speed in a Fistula fight is just not going my way. I recommend if you fight Fistula that you kill the ads as soon as they appear. You saw I took a lot of damage. It's just, I don't have the speed to deal with anything. We unlocked Maggie because we got a max of 7 hearts. And her item, Yum Heart. Unfortunately, like I said, just not a great loadout here. Just really, really slow. Possible to even lose the run. I didn't hear another one, so I don't really care too much about the top secret room, I guess. I go through a lot of sticky notes. No greed. Hopefully we can use this to parlay into some advantage. Got a couple Vizzes here. They're the chubby Vizzes, so they're pretty easy. We don't have a lot of damage in this run, like we did the last one. So we gotta be a lot more careful. Thank God for Lemon Mishap. Possible tough run here. If the poop get damaged by explosions, they actually will not function in a conventional way. They won't drop anything. These guys are immune to their own explosions. I figured I would get hit by them. Again, the speed is really what's screwing us over. This is what it's like to play Maggie. You have a billion health, but you take so much damage because your character's so slow. That's kind of the thing with Maggie. You start with 4 HP, but you take a billion damage. And these guys will shoot in random directions. They're blind as well. Of course, it doesn't really matter too much when you can't run away from their attacks, like so. Kind of hoping to lose this run, honestly, but I will try to the bitter end to make it work. If I can beat the run, I can beat the run. It just... Sometimes you need a certain amount of power to have the ability to do it. Unfortunately, we just don't have the speed right now. I do have some escape outs here across the chasm, so... Oh, great. Lemon Mishaps charged up again. Excellent. You know, I had hoped, somewhat in vain, that that would damage him enough to kill him. These guys can be very sweet and open up secret rooms for you. And you can lure them into that, too. But it's not that valuable. I mean, especially considering my sheer amount of bombs. This is what you can expect with the catacombs. The catacombs, you gotta... They're tough. The caves, also very tough. Poison managed to take him out. And remember, you lose coins if you hit them. You don't gain them. Before I even consider fighting this boss, I am absolutely going to get my treasure room. Remember, the red fire there can shoot at you. It's just a tiny, teeny little blood tear. But it's worth noting, like that. Whoops, that was Guppy's head. That's one of my favorite usable items in the game. Guppy's head, one, it's a piece of Guppy. Every time you use it, it charges up every room. You get attack flies. So every time you beat some enemies, this is a really tough room. Remember, the blue attack flies, they will, well, one, they do a lot of damage to your opponent. They do 1.5 damage of your normal tiers, which right now I have no extra damage. But, they're also homing, which can be good, can be bad. You want to use them a lot. This is a very powerful item. Not powerful because of what it does. Its main effect is, hey, another plus red heart. But it's also full health. Let's find the shop, too. Didn't I get the ladder in the shop in here? I still have to buy the notched pickaxe, but it's not very useful. Oh, an arcade. How bourgeois. So this guy should be pretty close to death here. It's unfortunate, but a lot of runs you will not get full decent damage. I just eventually have to buy that bloody notch pickaxe. I do not find it especially valid. That's 2 blood donation machines we have. And we know we can use that to some advantage. I believe I've already taken red heart damage on this. Just efficient gambling here. I'll go down to 4. That's as low as I want to go. Don't really care too much for the extra keys, potential or otherwise. They'll be useful, but I only have 2 floors left. Maybe if I get some gold chests. I want Scatol. Or hearts. Which can eventually get me to Scatol. Getting pretty lucky here. Definitely don't need bombs. Again, Scatol. A couple more tries at it. In Rebirth, they have key beggars. They also have bomb beggars, so you can justify the use of having a lot of those particular items. In this game, there's no such thing. There's not really a good place to waste your keys, and bombs are just, hey, use them offensively. So far, so good. No. Don't need that. Give me coins or health. Fortunately, that one didn't work out too well for us. Now I have to finagle my way back over to the boss. Again, with no extra damage here. Isaac's kind of weak. But just fighting Mom, it's doable, especially with the profusion of bombs that we possess at the moment. Pretty sure this is the way. I am right. I don't know where that is, but hopefully not Carrion Queen. No, Pestilence is great. Pestilence is another one of the the horsemen. So this will give me the upgraded form. So that's creep. So I cannot walk over that. Small rock would have been nice there. He's very sweet sometimes. Now he'll only summon those flyboys for me. And we get a devil room, finally. The creep dissipates. And you see now this little meat guy, now he fires while rotating around me. And I think you only have a 10% chance to run into Krampus. He doesn't count as a devil room, which is unfortunate. So you can get angel rooms by denying devil rooms. And he counts as a denial of a devil room. You've been in a devil room, but you didn't accept the contents. He only has a couple different attacks. That attack, the brimstone attack, which I no longer care if I take damage from it. And this double shotgun effect. He's got quite an amount of HP. It's nice when he does that attack, as long as you know what's coming and you can avoid it. If you do so, it's pretty good for you. It gives you a breather. But the only thing really barring me from any decent power here is enough speed. Speed is a kind of an outlier stat because you definitely do not want too much speed, but if you have too little of it, it can really ruin your run. So Krampus in this game can only drop one item, and that's the lump of coal. So my shots at the end of their range will now do more damage. It's a regular secret room for us. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a top secret room. We're in depth 1 here. It's not the necropolis, so it's easier. It's very, very... The Meat Boy is very, very excellent. My DPS and damage as a total is pretty low and weak. So I would very much like to increase that somehow. I'd like to find both the shop and I'd also like to find the treasure room. I will not fight the boss until I find the treasure room. However long it takes me. These guys are some of my least favorite enemies. Because they just teleport and then they hit you. Yep, of course I did. That's nice enough. I'll blow it up, how about that? Worth it. I go back the way I came, just for this heart. It's gonna be easy to lose myself. This right here is a demon beggar. I've already taken red heart damage on this floor. He wants raw red HP in exchange for potential devil room items. I might actually use him, believe it or not. There's a shop which we're just hoping doesn't have greed in it. We'll take the Liberty Cap over Pinky Eye. Though Pinky Eye is definitely helpful lately. I'm getting enough value out of my flies that I don't need Pinky Fly as much anymore. And Pinky Fly, of course, also does not help out my flies either. Because they can't become envenomated. Let's see how many he asks for. A pill. Tears up. Bad gas. I'll go down to 4 HP. Including the HP I have in the store up there. We get the Holy Grail, which gives us flight, and HP up. We get a lot of HP up. That's a really helpful item. Pretty powerful. This is the other item that you start with Isaac was good today, too. Don't know if this way still had any other thing left to plumb. Still got hit there, despite everything. Just land on the spikes for me. Unfortunately, Holy Grail doesn't increase my speed. Speed down. I'm in trouble now. Could actually kind of lose this run because of how low that speed is. It's funny to see that the ladder will always try to help you. Yeah, this is painful to move about in. Just need the treasure room, and then we'll go to the next one. This is not such a dangerous room because, you know, I'm pretty safe for the most part from enemies. If I had Spectral Tears, I'd be a little bit safer. But unfortunately, the fly can come over. Okay. Just find that treasure room. And we just have one more floor to go through. Ton of red hearts here. And it's not for lack of trying for the devil room. It's just, unfortunately, liver, not raw liver, lard. I don't know why I did that. Doesn't matter. We've already been in here now. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Whatever. I'm having fun. These guys, really easy to mess with. How's this? This guy doesn't do anything extra except get on your nerves with his high HP. every room, you want to make sure you smash that spacebar. Pride. This guy is another one of the 7 deadly sins, and he can summon bombs like that. And I assure you, they can be annoying. I did get hit by some. You want to stay in a plus sign away from him. The Anarchist Cookbook, which I used to be a dick to myself. I believe you have to use them for them to be counted in your pool. But, yeah, it just summons 5 randomized bombs and locations, just like the attack that he did. Still don't have my treasure room. The compass won't help in this if you were wondering in the shop, so there's no reason to highlight getting it over anything else. This low speed is really hurting me. On a physical level, too. It's taking its toll on my wrist and fingers. That's really annoying how that happened. Oh, I just got hit with that neck attack. Unfortunately, I'm going to get hit with a lot of attacks. So I'm lucky. At least I'm slow. I am still a tank. Much akin to Maggie. There's the portable slot machine. Not terribly useful at all, but maybe we'll get something out of it. I'm going to use this all the way through. Just mashing this button here in hopes to get some hearts is what I'm looking for. It's just like a regular slot machine. It won't blow up and it can't give you the dollar. It can still give you pretty flies. Shot speed down. Shot speed's a bad stat, but I don't need things to be down. I want things to go up. Like that. Okay. That's a good omen. I could do something with that. I can be slow, but if I can fly and hit enemies very rapidly, I might be able to make it work. Alright. Let's go take on the first boss of the depths. And hopefully the next floor is not the Necropolis. If it is, I'm in some deep doo-doo. And if it's not, we're totally fine. Are we sure there's not one here? Loki. Excellent boss fight to run into. I still got hit, whatever. I'm so slow I can't avoid any of his attacks. He shoots in a plus pattern and an X pattern. I want to be able to kill his bomb flies as quickly as possible. Range up is okay. Now we just got to go deal with Mom. I could go back and use those 7 coins on the portable slot, but I don't want to. We're close to the end. Just to make sure. Nothing terribly interesting in here. Some coins could make the shop worthwhile. I want to get the shop and also the treasure room. And then we'll fight Mom. I know what you're thinking, and yes, we will go into that sacrifice room. It does exact a heavy price, and sometimes that price is worth it. We're so slow, we have to be very careful here. This is a room where it can be detrimental to have flies on your side. It's alright, I was willing to take the hit, whatever. At least it was a chain reaction. Fistula rooms, we know I love these. Again, I like the idea of kill the chargers. That makes it easier because they're fast. Especially right now because I'm slow, but I always just like killing them anyway. Red chest, guppy item? No, 2 troll bombs though. The black bean. Occasionally when you get hit, you'll fart and do poison damage to your opponent. Or foe. Or enemy. It really sucks. Really just absolute shit. So these guys, which we saw me encounter briefly, are just the worst. I'm gonna get behind it, but they can turn on a dime, roughly. We should be able to take on Mom now, but I'm still gonna go to the shop. Probably just have to fight greed, but we'll do it anyway. Ow. Whoops. Just my reminder that my laundry's done. No cause for alarm. I'm sorry, look, I'm really tired. I gotta get ready for work. I gotta be up early tomorrow. And I just said, oh, I'm gonna make the worst conceivable pun that I can think of. Larry with a couple of... I still think they're called grimaces. It's possible in the mom fight I'll deliberately harm myself. Now I'm immune to the creep, so I can walk on this stuff. Speed down. Yep. I might use that just after I kill Mom. Just for a joke. For example, the pill Bad Trip can be beneficial once you get to a certain low point of health, because then it will fully heal you. When you're at a full HP or lower, it'll heal you, yeah. So you're like, okay, that's good. Or health down, for example, if you only have 1 red heart left, it'll give you full heart. Empty, but it will still give you one. This is just a safe way to deal with this. Especially with my speed. They might be faster than me now. So the plan is we're going to go into the shop first. Presumably have to fight Greed, since we didn't see him yet. That was to be expected. Don't know what that does. There's tears down. Yay. Now we just want to try to get as much advantage as we possibly can, which means I need more HP. That's it. The dollar would be kind of nice. I would like pretty flies. Pretty flies are flies that inhalo you and orbit you in the same way that he does, the Meat Boy. So they're quite powerful. They're not very common, but they do make it worthwhile. From the beggar, I want to see, from the shell game, I want hearts. Eternal hearts, fine. I would like... It's not going to be useful. But... yeah. I'd like to get full HP, more soul hearts. Just in case I'm too slow to really fully deal with Mom. Other things we'd like. Scatole, obviously. If I could somehow manage to get better pills, like another Tears Up pill would be nice. You can get pills from this, but not from the shell game. That's like so. And that's exactly what I asked for. That still puts us back at +1 tier. I would say something like, oh, it's high tier, lol, and no. Sorry. Last thing, heart. Two more plays, and then it's off to the boss. How great would that be? Bombs and that last half of HP. The Eternal Heart we can't really get much use out of here, but it will be nice to give me an extra hit. Again, very slow against Mom here. Then I gotta find Mom too, was the other problem. I think it was, is it this one? I have no earthly idea. I am happy to have tears up again. Maybe I didn't even see Mom's room. Black flies can't cause physical contact to you, so that's why I just use the meat boy to take care of them. Maybe it's an Eternal Heart, who knows. I could get Cancer as a trinket again. That'd be nice. Two of Spades just doubles your keys. Safety Cap just makes it more likely for you to get pills. Temperance drops a blood bank. You're supposed to break. Alrighty. You noticed I was a little bit small in that room. That's the effects of Mini Mush. So it's not this way? The boss rooms are usually quite far away. The speed is gonna hurt, but I guess I did get hit there, unfortunately. I'm just expecting to get hit a lot. At least I'm flying, and also if you're immune to explosions, you're immune to Mom's stomp attack there. But it also affects other enemies because it's explosive damage. Ow. Pretty sure I got this 1-1 though, barring me taking damage like that in quick succession. Wanted him to bomb Mom. Oh, right. Speaking of bombs, I should be a bomb maniac. Don't care. I won. So there we get the first item to unlock, and that's the candle.
Isaac was cornered. His mother, fueled with the desire to serve her God, was bearing down.
Yeah, we've already seen that one. That's when the Bible saves him. Pretty easy run. We did it first try. I expect a decent amount of these should be first try, barring me being that bad at the game, but I'm falling into it pretty easily. I haven't played this game in literal years, but I have played Rebirth somewhat recently. Somewhat, as in within the past 2 years. And there goes the eye tracker. So yeah, we are getting along there. That's our second run. Dark was the night, now is down. I'm getting a little sleepy, and I got to get ready for work. I got to be up at 7. Then I got to commute all the way up, about an hour to an hour and 20 minutes away from my place. And then I'm going to sit down all day and get trained on how to be a salesman. So, buy your tires for me. And Isaac, that's us. Let's see what else we've got. Stats. See, that should still count as a mom kill. I don't know why it doesn't. It's jacked up. Because it would count as a death. I killed Mom, but nope. 42 items found. We unlocked the candle. Like Mr. Mega. Decent amount of stuff unlocked. See, it's crossed out now, so I could play it again if I want. But it's crossed out, so I don't have to do it anymore. This one will take a long time to unlock. And Rebirth, I think this is some 35 long list, which is ridiculous. 7 years bad luck is... 7 years bad luck, the next one we're going to play is you play with minimum luck, which I think is... I want to say because it says 7 years, I believe it's -7. It could be just -5 or so. But having minimum luck only affects a few things in this game. Minimum luck is not super bad. It does affect your room drops. And it also affects 1 or 2 items, one of which is monstrous teeth. Or not, it's not called monstrous teeth, but it is monstrous teeth. Yeah, it's called tough love, I think. It's the brass knuckles. Well, they're not brass, they're like steel. So that's the next one we're going to do. We should be able to bop that one down pretty easily, because you still get treasure rooms. Large Marge is also pretty easy. 9 deaths might be tough. Depends if we do well with devil room items. Like this run we did not. We just got a bunch of HP. Because I was moving so slowly, it's hard to. Our collection. Well, remember, I said it's about 196 to 198. So call that a flat 200. So we got about... what, 20%? Yeah, about 20% of the items. There's a lot of good ones, but a lot of them you have to unlock. At any rate, that's all for me, and we'll see you the next time when we go ahead and undertake 7 years bad luck. This has been John, or Gaff196. Thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate it. Bye-bye.